Oh, hi everybody, Will here. Hope you had a good couple of days of family and friends and contemplation and whatnot. With the wife being back, we just mainly stuck with family, watched some films, played a couple games, stuff like that. So it's kind of fun to play games with the whole family now, not just our little one here between Des and I, but a couple games with the whole family, right? So I guess more sides, one and two sides, right? Not 1v1, but kind of 1v everybody else. I don't know what you call that. Competitive games. And we kind of steered away from the killing games and the killing and building games, and we just kind of stuck with building games, which is kind of fun too. That you can have a competition and see who's the best builder, I guess, like the master builder, as it were. So the one game we were trying is this. It's called Catan or Catan. It's got nothing to do with cats. It had a different name before, kind of longer name. They shortened it just to 5 letters. It's kind of cool. And you're like, there's this island, like you build this island. That's not part of the game. It's just set up. Set up this island with like little hexagons instead of squares. No new shape. That's cool. And it's got all the different stuff on it, right? Like mountains and trees and bricks for some reason, and sheep and something else like metal, iron, I think, and wheat. Because that's all stuff like someone built, planted it there, and it's all ready for you to go. And somehow you're like these guys that go to this island, and you're not exploring it exactly, like you're colonizing it. I think you're colonizing it. You're like setting up your guys, setting up cities and towns, and like taking stuff and then building more stuff. And it's like for us, it was like 4 different countries that are taking over this island, and like each one's trying to like make their cities and towns and stuff be the biggest and the best. So that's kind of interesting. Strange coincidence, I guess. It's a game, so you just let it go. And there's like a couple desert places, like where nothing lives there, except this one guy. There's one little, and it's kind of unfortunate the color that the guy is. Like the implications are like, I didn't like it. I wish they would just like made it like a gray guy, like a neutral, so to speak. But this guy like robs you, or you somehow when you're making your stuff there, you send this guy to go rob somebody else and stop them from doing what they're doing, and then you take some of it for you. It's confusing. I don't get why that part's in there, but maybe that's the original guy. Maybe he's playing all the stuff, and now you're messing with his stuff, and now you can get him to mess with other people's stuff. Kind of interesting. And in the end, you get points, and whoever got the most points wins, and is the master builder. And I guess they are the master of the cats, master of Catan. And there's other supplements and stuff, but we didn't want to get too complicated. But so that was interesting. That was interesting. And then, because the wife was in another continent, we played a game that was based on that continent, and it's like a ticket to ride. It's called Tickets to Ride. You're gonna get these your ticket. Now I think about it, you don't even get tickets in this game. You got trains and stuff. It's like train to ride on the rails, building the rails. What you're doing though is like all these cities in Europe, and you're like there's like these little paths that connect them, and you got to build like trains that go between the paths that make like mass transit. You're building mass transit. That's what it is. You're building it's a mass transit game, but it's competitive mass transit because each uses a different I guess like a different station manager, and you're gonna like say my trains is the best trains, my red train or my blue train, my black train, the fastest trains, and they're gonna connect places, and you collect cards, and it gets a little complicated. But Wendy helps me through it, right? She's like the train mistress, right? I hope she doesn't ride the rails when she grows up, but it was pretty cool that she knows how to make the trains run on time. That's what she's doing. So that's kind of cool to see her. Like normally you don't think of like a 9-year-old like being like good with trains like that. Like maybe a little kid's good at trains and an older kid's good at trains, but that middle kid, but she's pretty good. Got a lot of points. That's points too. That's kind of neat. But like maybe if you just work together, you could get mass transit everywhere, and you wouldn't have to like fight for it. Fight for the limited resources that are actually like they just keeps resetting, so like you never run out. So just like work it out like an adult. But Wendy, being a kid, worked it out on her own. It was cool. So fun for tonight. I'm not going to my regular club. I'm not even kidding. I got invitation to this other place just to watch, not to perform. I mean, they don't know who I am, right? But to watch someone new, and here's the fun part for me at least. There's going to be some improv, they says. I'm going to see what improv is like here now. I just know about the stand-up part. I don't know if they're going to use a mic or how they do it, but I'm kind of excited to see if there's anything they're doing that maybe I can bring to my stuff and just make it up as I go along and just pretend it was all part of the plan. Anyway, I'm pretty excited. Oh, you got to check this out. You can't really see it from up there, but Des, in my game, it's getting pretty hot and heavy. It's really but we got a lot of stuff going on. Anybody's game. So with this game, you're getting objectives. Like it's like how would you say it? Like in the real world, right? You don't just kill your enemies. You want to get stuff from them or stop them from doing stuff. I mean, technically, I guess you could just kill everybody you consider your enemy, and that would you would consider that a win. But that's other people might not like that, right? And definitely the people getting killed don't like that. So in this game, you're not just about killing them. There's a bug or something was flying around here. That's weird. You're not just killing your guys. You're trying to capture stuff, capture objectives, and like cause the enemy to panic and back off from you. And that happened to both our sides now. So we're in a bad place. Both sides are in a bad place, which is makes it more exciting. When you got someone who's like super powerful against something super weak, not so interesting, not really fair, you know. Unlike real life, all these games we're playing try to be fair for the players that are playing. And that was kind of neat with those other games like that. What I talked about, like with the pebbles and the beads, they got ways of setting up the game. So if someone really knows what they're doing, the other player gets more starting points, and then they try to balance out that advantage disadvantage of experience. Like I talked about experience, like it's not like it's not about smarts. It's about what you know and what you don't know. And those games, these guys made these games a long time ago. They thought about that, and I'd be like that. I wish more games were like that. That'd be very cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready and excited to go to this thing tonight. And if it's any good, maybe I can go up there if I'm any good. And but I'll let you know if it's any good, and then you could go either to sit or to I don't know what you do in improv. Like with stand-up comedy, you're standing up. But with improv, I guess you just decide how you're going to be up there, right? I'm going to improv that I'm laying down, or I'm going to improv that I'm, maybe even if you're flying, like you could do fun stuff like that. I'm excited. Anyway, Dan, thanks for listening. And you know what I'm not going to say at the end of this one, but I will be back, and I will be reporting I'll be improvising report on the improv. So you guys take care. Have a good one. And, play fair. Let's say that. Let's play fair. Okay. Anyway, nobody calls me Iggy, but my friends do call me Will. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.